Try!
Hello everyone!
Hello everybody.
Here we are in this QA special. As the last time it's just Fabian and me because last time we did a QA special, Debs is, I don't know if she's on holidays still or doing something else. And Johannes is on holidays for sure. So it's us.
Yeah. So there is not. We won't. Yeah, it would be special QA because there's not much content we can really announce because there's some stuff coming up, but it has to remain secret at the moment. So yeah.
And as usual, we will start saying hi to some of our viewers. I see some new names around. Hello, Darth Ribbon 66. One shall stand, one shall fall, that's for sure. Hello, Blazed Giga V. Hello, Scourge 1024. Hello, Juan74. A lot of people. By the way, it's cold in here. We're a bit sick, so you will notice our voice is not only spiced by accent, but also it's kind of.
We also have a cold.
Yeah.
So there might be also some sneezing, intermission.
Getting some, But it's kind of autumn already, so.
No technical difficulty, but like human difficulties this week. Viruses.
Actually, we started early today, so we we started some minutes early. It's not even 5 yet.
So we just take it slow, not announce anything before 5, and just in case somebody just it's a bit late. I'm gonna say hello to people on watching us from YouTube. Hello to German God, Super Prime Games, Need Sayonara, to A Cat's Life. I don't know what A Cat's Life is.
Oh,
it's a lazy one.
Very lazy one.
You have a cat, right?
I have a cat.
Hello to Atil Brewer, Grand Galvatron. Hello to G. Nijland and Anton Issa.
Nice.
And on
we have some on Facebook too. We have Jason Perry, Don Paul Andrews, Justin Naife, Maxmo Cizeta, Nate Price. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us for this stream, this QA special today, where we encourage you, viewers, to just drop your lines, your questions about the game, the events. So today is the day when you can ask us what's on your mind, and we will try to answer as many as possible.
Yeah, we'll still have a little program, but don't hesitate to drop your question. I'll try and keep notes of them as we go. I'll copy paste them in the doc, and then we'll answer them as we go.
That's
because today, what's on the stream today? We're gonna still talk about the event.
We have an event, of course.
Yeah, we have an event. We'll go through the dialogues written by Simon Furman. We'll talk a little bit about a charity. There is some event related to a charity we work with that's happening on. Is it on Friday?
It's the 4th. So yes, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. We'll also talk a little bit about Sunstreaker Wuza that visited us. I was unfortunately on holiday. It was last week, right?
Yes, it was last week.
Yeah, hence the T-shirt here.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
we wanted to show that.
And we are, of course, Q&A and trivia at the end.
So it will be full of stuff, actually. We can share some of the things happening in the game right now, and probably we can start saying hi again to the joiners that just joined at the time that was supposed to start. Creep Lighting. Is that an Optimus with a trailer in the background, or are they giving us hints? Maybe. Who knows? We know it's a popular request, having Optimus with a trailer. But we have many Optimus already in the game, so it's kind of We like the idea. We really like the idea.
And I guess now that we kind of are hyping the next boat, people are probably wondering if that's the time for Ultimate Thread. I don't think so.
It could be the time, though.
No.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, we just brought a little bit of like the toys that we have next to the team, because when we were setting up the camera the other time, I was thinking, oh, that doesn't really look like Transformers. We could make a better effort.
I would like home.
Yeah.
We actually started 1 hour early, setting everything, because last time, as every single time, it's kind of a mess of cables and setting the camera, and we wanted to make sure that this time everything was smooth. Was funny last time when just Johannes ran out of battery and everything finished, like hours screaming. We're screaming and trying to fix it, but was the end of it. So it was kind of a funny ending. So Papiles is asking, so which one of you guys is going to open the Matrix and light our darkest hour?
So there is a bad news here.
There is bad news.
There's bad news. If you turn the Matrix, you actually realize it's not powered by Cybertron energy or anything. It's actually powered by a battery that we are missing.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna power the energy. But I mean, we couldn't really power it in the absence of Yanis.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
truly
the light of the spark of the team. I would really know who was the person that lost the battery and the cover. I would like to talk with that person, but yeah, unfortunately, we cannot light it up.
It is a weird shaped battery as well, but we can make an effort and try to find it for the next stream. It does work, because I remember when they brought it first in the office.
Oh,
it was at the end of the week, and somebody just like lighted up in front of the whole company. I don't remember exactly why, but
it sounds cool.
Yeah,
it's a good way to start a meeting, like by the power of the Matrix.
Yeah. So should we? Yeah. Where is Deb? I don't know.
We don't know. We have things happening around, and a lot of our staff is busy with titles we're working on. Of course, as a gaming company, we have many titles and some surprises that will come, and she's probably busy doing that. And yeah, well, don't miss the news. And then Johannes, I know Johannes is on holidays. Well, there's some holidays for him. It's off for the week, but he will be back next week.
So, should we talk about the event?
Let's talk about the event. Let's switch to the games so we can talk a bit about what's happening this weekend. This weekend, the event is Calm Waters. Why Calm Waters? Why everything seems so quiet right now? Remember last saga, it ended with Punch and Counterpunch, this new kind of spy counter spy character, and kind of things have settled now.
Yeah, the leadership contest is kind of finished, so it could be the start of a new thing, and people are asking if there are hits on the new boss coming.
Yeah,
I don't think there will be. We need to keep it secret a little bit more.
Yeah, well, we promised that we would go back to basics with G1. So yeah, that's kind of a hint. And of course, it's Calm Waters. It's the kind of the calm before the start of the storm, as usual in the stories of the game. And it's an alliance tournament that will happen tomorrow, and you can win up to 60,000 spark. We have ramped things up a bit because to make things more encouraging. Then 800 4-star shards. 800. That's the first time. 1,600 3-star shards, 4 premium crystals in the form of shards, and 15 MK3 Sharticon boosters. It's one of the funniest ones where they will spawn some nodes around and attack defenses. So the structure is the usual, with different tiers that you can unlock going up. And this time it goes to 500,000 points for the whole alliance. So while it's kind of hard, it's kind of requires participation from all the alliance members. It's not impossible, and that's why I ramp up also the rewards. So it requires a bit more, but also rewards more. On the battles, it's a triple XP. It's the usual triple XP weekend, not super XP, but triple XP. where you can get up to 650% of extra XP in the highest zone. And that's the event, actually. Not much special, to be honest, so it's kind of not themed for anything. It's just shards, get a spark, get some battle boosters. It's always good to refill on these things, right? And yeah, to play over the weekend with your Alliance members, have fun, have some free time, and have some fun time in the game.
Quick questions. There were some questions while you were presenting the event. 13th Prime Core, fact or fiction? I think fiction at this point.
I think it's fiction at this point. There was supposed to be one. I don't really recall what happened with it right now.
No, was it in the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, there was.
Well, so right now we've released Taco,
so
which are gonna be that you can. How can you get them again?
Oh yeah, so get prime shards. Basically, getting prime shards, you can exchange them for G-Metal, bot, or building. And also, you have a chance to get them from 4-star duplicates. And if you are very, very, very lucky, even from 3 or 2-star duplicates. That happens, sometimes happens. And yeah, that's like the last tier of power course. And yeah, I'm still thinking about this. Number 13 core. What happened with it?
It was before my time. I need to investigate.
We'll recover. That's for sure.
There was Nat Price really want a shout out. So Nat Price, hello to you and thanks for watching us.
Oh yeah.
And also people were asking when are the VIP gifts coming?
Yes. So there is this VIP group. We don't really know how to get in. It's more of a customer service thing, and they get like some gifts per month, and it's the first Monday of every month, and that means next Monday, because last Monday was still September. It was 13th of September. It was per one day, but yes, it's happening first Monday of every month.
Wait, there was something else. Fabulous is asking if we can get a vote put up for the next 5-star, or if we can at least get the process going.
The process is going. It won't happen this year, probably. Mostly by the end of the year, start of the other one. We may have another votation for sure. Like vote your popular one. Just a reminder, what happened last one? It won a pairing that no one expected. But that was the.
Who was it again? Hunger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very surprising.
I think it was kind of trolling from maybe some alliances make truce for that.
Because Slash was in there, right?
I think
Slash was in the vote and everybody expected Slash to win. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, another one's coming. Maybe Slash is going to be in the vote again.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens this one, because that was super unexpected. Another shout out for Blaster99. I won't say your complete name, but nice for trying.
Any word on Dirge buff? Yeah, the thing with Dirge is like if we reduce the duration of the effect, the confuse effect he has on defenses, and people say it's kind of useless in its current duration. I don't know if there's going to be a change in this anytime soon. The thing with Dirge is because of the area of effect of his ability, if we increase the duration, it's really quickly escalating being an overpowered bot. So we have to take it with like pinches, this one really. So yeah, we can still you can still write to us and make a case for it, and for sure we're gonna. But it's not on top of the list. That's quite.
It's still there are many things on top of the list right now. So,
yeah, I have quite. I was on holiday for a week, and there's quite a lot of bugs that came up that I had to address. So that's gonna be my day tomorrow.
Yeah. Keeping ourselves busy. Papibles, what we meant is that we don't know, but they are not coming any soon. Most likely start of next year, or maybe if we are lucky by the end of the year. Yeah, what else?
When is HQ17 coming?
It's also on the plans.
It is on the plan, and I know like some players have been asking for it for a while. The thing with the HQ17 is like for some players it's going to be just kind of like really hard to just beat those bays, and we still need, and it's hard to get like up all the way to level 16, and because of this disparity we can't just like bump one level now. So I know like there's a small portion of players that already have been on HQ17 for a long time, but on the overall community it's not that many, so we can't really afford having an HQ17 as quick as the other one were released, but it's in the plan. It's something we're thinking of.
Well, it's part of the natural progression of the game, right? We, as players get strong, we want also to encourage getting stronger defense, then stronger bots, then stronger defense, and basically make this kind of meta that evolves with the game as it is.
Yeah. So because people wanted more option for defense or defend the base better, but we were not ready to HQ17, this is the reason why we also released the shield generator and the combiner beacon recently.
In YouTube, they are talking about Japanese combiners. I would love that. So if you have something you would like to see in the game, just drop a line. We take notes. Actually, Punch and Counter Punch came because many people were saying that they love these characters. We love them too, and we introduced them into the game. So we love to see your ideas in the chat. So just drop a line.
So people are saying, based on the current dialogue, I'm thinking the next bot will be Scattershot.
Oh man.
It's funny because we had this conversation. So I can already say it's not going to be Scattershot. But we had this conversation with Sabrina, which is our localization specialist. And we says like, oh, Scattershot is not in the game. Should we leave it in the dialogue? And I was just like, oh, maybe we should. People are going to get confused and think it's the coming bot. So no, that's not him. But yeah, that's a good guess.
It's not a bad character. I mean, I was Deb, stop eating. She's not here, so I was expecting the question. What about the achievements? They are happening. They are happening. I don't have a date yet, but I am in the middle of the process.
It's a big task, no?
Yeah. The thing is that you have to decide what to do with the ones that are already in game in a way that is fair to everyone. And I kind of want to introduce achievements related to every new stuff we have introduced it in the game, like new HQs, the collections. There is a lot that can be put in the collections, the new combiners. Back in the day, it was kind of almost impossible to get a 5-star. Now a lot of players have started to collect 5 stars, and I want to put achievements in that. So it won't be just a rework of the ones we have, but an expansion to involve more parts of the game into them. So they're happening, and just keep tuned. They will happen.
Still looking for question. Will there be an event with Superion this year? What kind of event?
We had this combiner event for the first time where we were allowing all players to finish the collection for the first combiner for many. And this could be like the second combiner event. It could happen not this year, but yeah, it will mostly happen. I don't think this year, because we already have one. A combiner is something quite big, but I will add it on my, let's try to find a spot list of things to do. What else? We are jumping into the chat, so excuse us if there is the silence moment. But we are looking and reading when we will see Computron, Enrique P. Satti from Facebook. It's one of the names that's been around, Computron. We like the idea, we like the concept, but we haven't really decided yet on the next.
It's early. It's early. After Abomination Defense being released soon, it's also like it's why we say that every 2 weeks. But it's hard to find a Decepticon. But I have to admit that Yanis came up with a good idea.
Nice.
So we always had a problem finding a Decepticon, and we kind of have a good candidate now. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. Like we've just released one. We're entering kind of a new saga with this one, new kind of like story arc that Simon Furman has done, and like kind of like a new type of release we're going to do. There's also other ideas outside of combiners for the end of the year. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But Computron, yeah, I like Computron.
Yeah,
it would be, it's interesting in terms of the design possibility it gives me.
Nice. If you have been with us for years, it's for sure a minimum of one combiner, new combiner per year, composed by new bots, bots you have to collect. So yes, it will happen for sure. But yeah, I like the idea.
Let me check.
By the way, Alex Choi is saying I need 110 more 5-star shards to unlock a 5-star. Then good news for you, Alex, because next week it will be a 5-star shard event. As usual, through prestigious, you can get 600 shards, and that will unlock your 5-star. In YouTube, things are a bit weird with Anton Lisa just dropping names. Have fun, Anton.
Are we planning on a Ghost Starscream core?
I like the idea.
I remember when we did, there was the idea of this, when we actually did, I don't know if you remember, it was when we did Cybertron Starscream and Cybertron Jetfire. In the story, Starscream actually dies and goes into the Matrix, something like that.
Yeah.
And he is actually dead or something, and we wanted to have, at this point, the ghost.
Sorry.
And this is something I think we will. We warned you, there would be some sneezing.
Yeah.
That would be something we will do.
For a second.
6 shots. Oh, sorry. It's like now I'm alone on camera and I'm reading the question.
Sorry. No, it's my fault. I leave you alone. I have water with lemon, lots of vitamins to help on this. But colds, it's just a matter of 3 or 4 days. So, salud.
Yeah, people are asking if 6-shot and quick switch are too difficult. 6-shot is a 6-changer.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know if we actually have
space for that many icons.
It's a bit. It's a user interface challenge.
It could be like a triple changer.
Yeah, somehow. I don't know. It sounds it would be difficult in terms of game design.
Yeah.
Like how? I don't know. Triple changer are already a little bit of a challenge. Already because we always try to have like the ability to just like combine with each other, and you have to time them. How would you combine 6 ability? Should we do 6 ability? No.
That's many combination. Hoi W, thank you. I will try the lamb soup and some soup. Actually, I will do some soup today. Thank you.
Shall we do some dialogues before we come back for some more questions?
Yes, let's do the dialogue because it's gonna be fun with our pretty voices today. And you will see why it's called Calm Waters. Should we do the Decepticon part? They already have the Autobot, because the Autobot is always live when we start.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah let's do that.
So let's do
a little preview on Simon Furman's story.
On Calm Waters. I will start. So you can be Luca. What has you so entranced, human? That's my job.
What? I'm boarding up Cybertron and Physiology Mind Wipe. Pays to know the quickest and most painful ways to decommission a Decepticon. In case one of you boneheads tries to hypnotize me.
Input the micro. I shoot.
Leave Luca be, Mind Wipe. He has his uses until he doesn't anyway. Love you too, Soundwave. Ah.
Seriously, I'm wondering if I need to take up a hobby. It's been deadly dull around here since everybody stopped fighting over who should lead us.
You said it, Twindle. The Earth Wars need a jumpstart or something. I haven't rained orbital devastation down on anyone for nearly a week.
Exactly. We are Combaticons, blast off. And right now there is nothing I know when to combat. Find us something, will you?
Nothing on the airwaves. Airwaves? What century are you in, Soundwave? Look, if it gets you, if it what? Look, if it will get you lots out from under my feet, so I can concentrate on finding your most sensitive spot. I'll see what I can find. On the only media that matters, social media.
Social what?
Relax, Mindwipe. If it doesn't mean you have to be social, quite the opposite, in fact.
Oh.
Okay, here you go. Trending right now. We have some kind of military engagement in the Midwest.
So
It's not our military or anyone else's we know about, which suggests
it's the Autobots. Do we go? Say yes, please.
Soundwave, as ranking officer, it's your call.
As you say, human, it's my call. Mindwipe, swindle, blast off, mobilize for combat.
Hallelujah.
So when there is no trouble, they look for trouble.
Yeah.
And it's quite similar on the Autobot side. If you
Melody is reading like all this literature, and like Simon Furman came up with like funny like book titles that would like exist in the Transformer universe. I recommend reading it. It's quite fun. Like the whole story is quite fun. Like you see in several weeks the grand reveal will appear in a couple of weeks. There's like a little bit of tension, and then like when you unlock the character, the dialogue is also quite fun.
It's very, very, very nice. Talking about tension, we want to keep the names of these new bots secret for a while. So you don't ask for it. We're not saying anything. So, what can we talk about now? We see any more questions, we'll answer them. Second base, Christian Cruz. The thing about having a second base is that it's technically, I won't say impossible because there is nothing impossible, but technically for many players with all devices would be like a game breaker from them. They would they wouldn't work for them. And then also on the game, how it's built, what happens if you have two bases, like Autobot Decepticon, can you attack yourself? How would you get attacked? Which kind of alliance are you in? So it's very, very complex to implement. And so far, there are no plans. We have considered it, as you can see, but we have no plans for a second base right now. But yeah, it's something, it will make sense at some point, but it requires a lot of thinking.
Yeah, I guess it's because like some players have seen it on like our partner Yodo, right? Yeah, that's operated there. They did it in a different way. They did it on Cybertron, I think, and it was an alliance thing.
Yes.
So we had a look at it, and yeah, it's the same thing as the Combiner Beacon at some point. Yeah. They did it, and we just like did it in our own way as well. Like we balanced it in the way it's balanced in our game. Did it in a different way. We looked at the base. We're talking about it, but yeah, as you said. It's not done yet.
I mean, we like the idea of having like an alliance base where everyone can participate and build it up, and then you attack that base. The thing is that how do we tie it on the rest of the game? How do we make all the alliance members part of it? How do you evolve this base? It's something it's still on blueprints, and we're thinking about it though.
Cool. Should we... Wait, there was something else. So should we mention Special Day?
Yes. Do you want to read the newsfeed?
Yeah, so there is a newsfeed in game. I'm just going to read it for you. So we are proud to support Special Effect. It's a UK charity transforming the lives of people with disabilities through games. So I think what they do is they collect money and they build this like kind of custom-made controllers for people and especially children with disabilities to be able to play video games.
And it's amazing what they can do. I mean, we are not talking about normal hand controllers, but with any part of the body, actually, you can play, and it's incredible how the effort they are putting to allow everyone to play. Yeah. Can you imagine being a kid without being able to play your console?
Games, yeah. So that's what they do. They just like solve the problem for these kids, and that's pretty great. I think they're doing a great job, and so we're having this thing. It's a UK thing, though. We need to do that, to say that it's happening tomorrow. So you can go on the website. The website is in the game. It's not only for Transformers. Like if you buy some games, there is a list, I guess, of company participating. And if you are a UK players and you spend any sort of money in Transformers on Friday, all of this money will go to special effects.
That's correct. And talking about the special things, just to theme it, we'll have a special day bundle. Actually, it's called a special day bundle, where we have a mix of different crystals, and it's a mix between special crystals, warrior crystals, kind of the last favorite ones. I wanted to do something a bit special so we can, share our part with the special day. What they are doing and everything, right?
I will now share this link on Twitch.
Yes, perfect. We will share the link. Don't forget, you can always do your donation if you want. And just share the word. That's also helping for them. And
if you're not from the UK, you can still go on the website and do a direct donation.
There is humble bundle I saw, so there is many activities you can do actually.
That's pretty cool.
Cool. So
is anything spooky planned?
Spooky for Halloween, spooky. There will be. I'm gonna go back to our beautiful faces. Yes, there will be some special event, special bundle, special something. We had the challenge battle, the funny one where you have to beat something a bit special. That's a reminder for you, Fabian, that I will send you the details. But we'll need this special challenge battle for Halloween.
Yeah, I remember that challenge battle. Yeah. That's the actually first challenge battle I ever made. I just joined the team and you just like make a challenge battle and I didn't know what it what it meant.
So it was spooky for you.
So it was a bit spooky for me, and I realized too late that I needed to update the dialogue, and I didn't tell the community, but I actually wrote the dialogue myself without Simon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Well, we have time this year and to do something a bit special.
So some players they say like, what about the new Alliance Warbase that they have in China? They are using the same software. So so what we said just before, it's not so much a problem of it is a little bit of a problem with the software, but it's also mainly a problem of balancing. Like they don't balance the game the same way, and the way it worked on their server. We thought for our game it would be a bit too long to just update all this thing and put all this currency. So we're just talking about it and trying to see if there's a way we can make it happen, but we can't promise anything at this point.
We are checking and we like it, but it is also on our long list.
Just quick. Will the Shining Store start offering any other rewards? Perhaps Prime Core Shards, Premium Shards?
So for now, not really. Shining's store has a purpose, and it's to allow players to participate on raids and then be able to purchase things that usually they cannot purchase with game currency. So you can get the XP cores, Combiner Spark, or 13, and these 5 stars. So it's still too soon. I don't think anyone has unlocked the 5-star yet. They will be soon, because every week we have these rates and you get the amount, so you can more or less calculate when to unlock it. But then we will decide what to add or not to add. But so far the intention is just to add things very specific for the Shinix store.
The thing is, like, so all the Prime Shards were already in the game before and were balanced for the game mechanics and everything. And when we introduced the Shining Store, we also introduced new stuff along with the raid events to create some sort of like new things to do and new things to get to keep the game fresh. So we didn't mix up the both.
Exactly. Yeah. If you check any game, usually they work in loops, right? You have this loop of this activity you have to do, you get the reward, it makes you a bit stronger, you do the activity, another loop. If all the loops were in the same, it would be boring, because you would be doing the same stuff all the time just to get everything, no? So it's why we keep things kind of separated. There is this raids, there is this Alliance Wars, there is this event weekends, there is It's just attacking a player that offers different rewards.
Some players asking if we ever imagine to transfer the abilities from one bot to another.
Oh,
That's an original question.
abilities.
Yeah, no, I think no, we can't really do that because when we think about abilities, most of the time, like if you imagine Blitzwing, for example, which is triple changer, the flight ability only can be done when it's a flyer.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's really attached to, sometimes it's really attached to the lore. So we really try to imagine like punch and counter punch. You can't imagine any other bot doing this
Yeah.
ability. So sometimes it's attached to the lore, sometimes it's attached to the fact that that's driving or truck, they do a rush and stuff like that. So no, we're not planning on like switching anything like that. But sometimes
Well, it could be an interesting mess up, but
Yeah.
probably too much mess.
yeah, there's stuff like we sometimes like I'll change a little bit the ability using a G1 core. There's some extra stuff, but it doesn't radically change the ability. Should we talk about?
Yes, so let's talk about these amazing shirts we have on our screen. Thanks a lot to Sunstreaker Wooza, that is this YouTuber that does amazing videos about opening crystals, about tactics, about, well, everything about the game, and he knows much more than we do on how to use best the different bots, squads, and tactics. And we have him visiting us last week. It was very interesting because we were in this very table, in this very room. We were very open, talking about stuff of the game, different questions that many players probably have, and they jump in. And I'm sure he will have something in his channel, so don't miss the opportunity to visit and follow him on YouTube and other media that he may have. And yeah, it was nice. I mean, we were a bit scared at first, like, oh, what will happen? What kind of questions or feedback, or how will be seeing the game? But it was actually quite enjoyable and very honest and open. And yeah, we explained why things are in the game the way they are, like why do we keep the same drop chances, for example, and it's mostly a legacy thing that cannot be changed at a certain point of the game because it wouldn't be fair for everyone that has already participated in these settings of the game and other questions. So please don't miss the opportunity to follow him. Fabian has posted the link to his site. So Sunstreaker, thank you for the shirts and everything. They are amazing.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold, so we are not wearing them. We are sick also. But yeah, thanks. They are on our team and we love them.
Yeah, and just check the channel. Like he's part of our like playtester and all that. So we give him access like a couple of days before we actually release the content. So we do our own video, but like you can like he does his own, and it's like from a player's perspective, and he goes over stuff, all the new content and all of that. So the last one was about 2 weeks ago. There was a new one, no?
Yeah, there was one.
Kazu mentioned there was a newer video.
He's super passionate about the game. I haven't never met someone so passionate and so deep into the mechanics of the game. So if you want to learn how to play, how to win, just follow him.
The latest video, the one that is featured is one for Punch, Octo Punch. There's also one about the combiners and combiner outpost. That's really worth checking.
Yep. Actually, Kronos Prime is asking, would you guys ever increase the rewards you get per duplicates? It's kind of a question we would have got from him and answer, and we are very open to answer these kind of things. And the answer is, we cannot really, because it's kind of how is the game from the release. If we now increase things, numbers of what the spar you get or the shards, then what happens with all the other duplicates you get in the past? It's not fair for a player that starts playing now, for example, and starts getting this increased amount of resources from a duplicate compared for the person that has been opening duplicates for years. But the thing is that we can implement new things, like when we implemented power cores, that they weren't in duplicates, and we thought, okay, this is going to be something you get as a reward for getting a duplicate, and it's added value on the duplicate, so it's more you are getting for it. and maybe in the future we implement more stuff, new things that could come through duplicates too. So the idea is that we are always happy to add new stuff, but what's already settled, what's already fair for everyone is to keep the things like they are. What else? More questions. We are hopping between channels to see questions from you.
Is SCADA shortcoming to Transformer Earthworlds at all? Well, I had a look at it as we were talking about, as I was reading Simon Furman, and it looks quite cool. I'd like to do it. Look at this cannon in the front.
Oh yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. We should absolutely. Sorry about that. YouTube. I'm sorry I cannot read Russian, but thank you for being in the stream, although it's not on your native language and it's in English. We appreciate that you are visiting us. Grand Galvatron are you thinking of Grand Galvatron and Megatronia? Not really, but we will know the names. We constantly check what the suggestions from players, and often happens that that's what comes in the game. So Grand Galvatron and Megatronia, writing them down.
Is there Transformer Earthworlds merchandise we can purchase?
No.
No, they're not. But the thing is, we like regularly do some stickers. We have like stickers, T-shirts, and stuff like that. And I think there might be some community event where you can actually win them, but we don't sell any merchandise.
No, we don't sell. I mean, merchandise from Transformers, it's all Hasbro, right? So it wouldn't make sense for us to sell them. But yeah, there are giveaways, and as Fabi mentioned, the stickers, things. I remember we gave away some of the murals we had. Like, it was really weird, man. We had this big mural of Transformers.
Oh yeah, I remember.
We changed the office, so what do we do with that? And we were doing some allocations of it.
There was a question, will there be power cores for combiners? No. Well, that's an idea, that's good, but we currently don't really have, so it's not supported by the system at the moment. What we have a prime core, the Nexus prime core, that was really not really well appreciated for time. It was boosting your combiner on attack, but we slowly increased and modified it, so now it has like almost 3 effects. It also boosts, if I'm not wrong, it now boosts your attack against combiner.
That makes sense now.
Yeah. Now that they are on defense. So yeah, the Nexus Prime core is your combiner core for the moment, but I don't think we have any plans on boosting.
No. They are powerful enough, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that would be cool to actually have some sort of like, cores, specific cores for combiners, the same way we do like G1 cores.
Well, that would be cool, but
like something that was like really specific to adapts really well and like very specific to.
But then do you attach it to a very combiner or to a bot?
To a very combiner.
Yeah, that would. It should be like a giant power core.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Yanis to make some user interface for us.
Oh yeah, he will love that.
He will love that.
Maybe he's watching us. Yanis, if you are watching us, hello, enjoy your holidays.
We're just filling your schedule with new tasks as we speak.
I'm making promises. Yeah. Okay, so more questions. There are some questions about drop chances. This is another thing. It's kind of a legacy thing, and changing drop chances now wouldn't be fair. I know it sounds, but it's kind of the way it has to go, because you have to respect the people that has decided to invest in the game and to purchase things, and that's the chances they were getting. So we are not changing them. But on the other side, what I have been doing the last years, and you have seen in game, is that events right now give away more stuff. It makes it easier for free-to-play players to get 4 stars. We have the 4-star no duplicate. We had the combiner event. So chances are the same, but talking about chances to get stuff, chances to get your combiner to play with, to get your 5-star from Charity Store, it's the things we have been implementing to make the game more achievable for everyone.
And how about calls for mines?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we talk about it.
Yes,
yeah.
We talked last week and of course about the builders, no? The bot builders.
Yeah, bot builders, no,
Yeah, it's
not happening. But the mines, why not? I mean, it would be the mines are quite already quite a good defense because the stun is quite good, and when you think of it, having a core that would change the behavior. I don't know what better thing you could do with a mine, but there could be a core where you could potentially increase the range or something like that. That's something we can consider, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Cool story. While I was checking on the achievements, it's called Quest on the game settings, and there is achievements about things we finally not implemented in game because it was on the design phase, and there was 2 kind of mines. There was a mine that silenced kind of. You wouldn't be allowed to do skills.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's actually somewhere in the game content, but it was never released.
No, I suppose it didn't make sense because then it's boring, right? You have a bot with a skill and you cannot use it. Yeah. What's the goal of it? But it was fun to see that there was implemented there. And there is another thing called MDS. No, MDS.
The defense, yeah.
Multiple defense system.
Yeah.
We are not saying it's coming into the game or anything, but it's cool that some of the things were in the past part of the design, but on the practice it was not enough fun or entertaining, so they didn't make the way in. But yeah, I mean, parkour for mines could happen, no?
Yeah. Could. There will be something with mines coming soon, for sure.
Sorry.
Are we hoping for there to be figures of Sentius Magnus and Malus?
We would love it.
I would love it. I think they would look really, really good. Yeah. I would make them that size.
Nice. Actually, talking about that, there is this carbon meeting in the what's the name? United Nations were talking about the carbon cost of doing games from the gaming companies. And we had a representative there talking, we have taken some measures to decrease our carbon cost, servers, technical, and they had a presentation, and the first image of the video, it was Sentius on the trees. There is this image where Sentius Magnus is kind of meditating, surrounded by trees, and it really reflected the idea, right, that gaming can have a ecological cost, and we want to be responsibly and cover this cost, right? And it was a cool thing to see about them. Anyways, we'll have a visit. Hasbro comes from time to time, and we'll ask them again and again and again to have the choice of Sentius Magnus and Sentius Malus.
That would be some good merch for Transformers Earthwars.
Oh yeah, that could be.
But if that ever happens, we'll run a competition for people to win it.
Yeah, we can run a quick starter.
Oh, so we are 15 minutes before the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a good time to actually run a competition.
Let's run a competition.
And some trivia. So the trivia are once again written by Nathan Webb, who was a bit confused this week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nathan. We are keeping the next bots very, very secret, and he doesn't know either. And he was telling me, hey, I don't know what to ask, because usually it's related to the next bots. But he couldn't this time, so he came up with something more related to the title of the event, that kind of hints where things are going. And thanks a lot for your effort. I know we haven't set it easy for you, this saga, and we really appreciate that you are sharing with us your knowledge and the questions.
He still made it related to the name of the event, and I'm going to read it now. So before I ask the question and you give the answer, You need to post it in the channel, and you need to give your in-game name, alliance name, and HQ level. So this way we can find you and send you some freebie. So the question this week is, this week event is titled Calm Waters, but which was the first transformatory to have a water-based art mode?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to repeat the question. Just post the answer with your alliance name, in-game name, and HQ level. So the question in this week's event is titled Calm Waters, but which was the first transformatory to have a water-based art mode? I think it looks really cool.
Yeah,
I love that transformer.
I love the Decepticon parade with him.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so weird and out of what would you expect from a transformer. And you can start dropping your line about basically which was the first transformer to have an aquatic mode. We are talking about Autobot.
Oh, I thought in my head I was thinking of the Autobot. I actually really like I was thinking of the Decepticon.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other game, of course, and that's really a clue because we don't have that many sea or aquatic modes in game. And of course, you can start dropping your line, player name, HQ level, alliance name, because that helps us to find you and make sure it's you and not anyone else with a similar name. It's a really easy one, right? I was starting to see a lot of answers.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only one we have in game, so.
Yes.
Well, we have a crocodile, but that's not exactly a.
Well, there are crocodiles in the sea, right?
Yeah.
So...
Well, we have a shark as well.
Oh yeah, so it starts to expand. It would be amazing to have a lobster.
A lobster?
There is a lobster transformer. Meanwhile, you find the answer, Nicolas Liolios. What about minicons? Could be able to get them in the future? Minicons, we know them, we consider them, and who knows? But it's something part of the Transformers franchise and universe, and anything that's part of the universe, we would like to see it in game, and so the minicons. Nautilautor the Lobster. Thanks, Rob Queen's writing channel. Nautilautor the Lobsters. And even the name is cool, Nautilator.
Okay, we have already 3 winners. I'm going to announce them now. First, the answer. So the question was, this week's event is titled Calm Waters, which was the first transformatory to have a water-based art mode. And the answer was Sea Spray. It was released in 1985, and it transformed into an hovercraft. And in the game, the one we think is really cool as well is Octo Punch. Yeah, Decepticon. Yeah, he also transformed into an hovercraft, but he has like his tentacle around the how do you call that? The engines. The engines at the back.
And the face that you don't see, you only see the eyes. It looks like a monster underwater. I really love him. Okay.
So the winners are Triptychon from the Alliance Mecha. We also have Mega Cupcake from the Ranger Wreckers, and we have Groove Master from TF Knights. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We will probably send you a freebie in the next couple of days. Just give it 2 or 4 days. If you haven't received anything yet, you can contact the support and they will sort you out.
Grand Galvatron is saying, I'm making a plush of you, Octo Punch. Please send us a picture. We'll post it on next stream if you send a picture of your Octo Punch plush. We'll jump to the second question then. Congratulations to the winners. It's fun because we were doing the question and they were talking about Sea Spray for other matters. Like,
are you going to buff it?
Yeah, they are always in our mind.
It's I see. Sea Spray is the ability where you have this tornado that goes it doesn't do much damage, but it's because it goes all the way, just like it just never stops and across all the base. That's why probably the damage is a bit low.
Cool story. We wanted to make it the tornado, that if there were any Sharticons around, it will get the Sharticons and leave it at the end, like a Sharknado, right? But it was impossible to implement. So, but we thought about it, and like this kind of storm of Sharticons was a very fun idea. So I will read the second question. Get ready, because with my voice today, it will be a bit harder to understand. And it says, by now, you should all have read Simon Furman's most recent Transformers comic, a #1 issue titled 84. So the newest Simon Furman's Transformer comic that's titled 84. And it says the story links into both the very first issue of the Marvel run of Transformers and another story that he wrote. So, what was the name of the story Simon wrote for Marvel that directly links to this 84 story? So, Simon Furman has a new comic, it's called 84, and this comic links to another older comic that was part of, it was run by Transformers and also written by Simon Furman. So what's the name of this old comic, also written by Simon Furman, that is linked with this new comic? I don't know if that makes sense.
It's a long question.
It's a long question. Basically, it's, yeah.
Also, okay, so the 984 is actually a new one.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. We have a very similar image, actually. A very similar image in game.
I wish we could see a little bit inside. Oh.
So let's see if someone got it already. Who is that knowledge about the comics? I think we are not having many answers.
Yeah,
Well, there are some. There are some.
So I'll repeat it quickly. So Simon Furman's most recent Transformers comic, one issue story that is titled 84. This is linked to another story that he wrote, and we're asking you what was the name of the story that Simon wrote for Marvel and that directly links to this new 84 story.
Correct. It's not Death's Head.
You can have another go.
You can have another go. So it's the name, the title of that comic. It's not Death's Head. Papibles, I can answer truly about my comic. You're right. Next time, maybe. Next time. What else?
And then the channel went silent.
And then Google went busy. We're saying questions about having parts for the bots, like equipment. That's kind of the power course already. That makes them stronger. And also, it's not the way we wanted to go. Like you start to attach things and make your speed or attack, or it would make things way more complicated.
Sorry. I was trying to put the soundtrack, but then I have sounds everywhere. So it won't work.
The kind of.
I was just hearing myself. Should we read the question again?
Yes. Can you do it, please?
Yeah.
I think you are.
Easy
to understand.
I still have a voice. So Simon Furman released a new Transformer story titled 84, and this story links into both the very first issue of the Marvel run of Transformers and another story that he wrote. So what was the name of the story Simon wrote for Marvel that directly links to his new release, 84?
Correct.
Where's the sound here?
It's you have the bar.
So I can finally run my little music.
Did you know? I'm gonna embarrass you now.
No.
Not doing that.
There are some answers.
Okay, I will see some answers. We only have 5 minutes left, so start looking for comic names. Although I'm checking the wiki and I don't see Simon's former name anywhere in this particular comic.
There is a question, though. When are we going to get a paint job for the bot upgrade building?
That's true.
This will happen.
Oh, yeah.
With HQ 17.
Yeah.
I know, like, people are getting really upset because it has a different color than the rest of the base, and some people that like wants to have things pretty and similar are very upset, and I can relate to this.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah.
We have some.
Yeah, we have some. I've already randomly picked some winner, and I'm gonna read them now. So wait, we need to give the answer. The answer to the question is Man of Iron.
Man of Iron.
And Night and Web tell us that after 30 years, the story of who was buried under the castle has finally been revealed. And we won't give any spoiler during this stream. You'll have to read it.
Oh, yeah.
The 84 story by Simon Furman is already available on the internet. You can find it.
I saw some people saying it wasn't written by Simon Furman. I'm checking the wiki. I don't know. It may be out of my knowledge. It doesn't say anything. Maybe we can ask him the next time he visits us. But yeah, we have the winners. Congratulations to the winners.
So the winners are Monster from Long Shadow. There is Sunstorm from Evil Insurgents. And there is Medaron from Allspark Knights.
Congratulations.
That was not an easy one.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Yeah. Well, the previous one was very easy, right? So
you have to balance it out.
Okay, we have some minutes. 2 minutes exactly. Do you have any more questions?
When will there be another update? If everything goes well, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, new update. I'm really dying here. New words.
Okay.
Just copy. Some people saying they just copy the answers. Well, that happens.
Yeah, that's the game.
Rory Cross, will be there more bots and cons from other Transformers TV series and comics introduced to the games like Skybat and Sideswipe from RID 2001 or Chrome Dome and Six Shot from Hitsmaster or maybe the Minicons from Armada attempting? No. Yes, we have Beast Wars, we have a few Japanese characters.
The thing is, like, every time we put out a bot that's not G1, then we get questions about, like, can you make a G1 character?
But we're running out of, very well-known G1 characters, not niche ones, but very popular. But yes, we have the whole universe of Transformers to work with. I can't tell really what will happen, but there is always the possibility to have popular Transformers from other series.
To be honest, at this point, we kind of like, so we can tell, we meet Hasbro every year and we kind of decide which bots are going to be in the next year and all of that. And we kind of met them a year ago, and they're going to come again soon. So I've been copy pasting all the suggestions I had today because there are definitely names that are going to come up in the meeting with Hasbro. And so if you have any suggestion, that's a good time to send them because we're meeting Hasbro very soon.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's it. Thank you everyone for joining us. There was no technical difficulties, but there was some voice difficulties. So thank you for...
we're going to call it a day. We're going to just make you good tea.
Yes, I don't know. I think I will do some brew or something soup.
Need to get back home under a blanket.
Yeah, I will grab my cat and just go to sleep and make a human burrito of blankets and let it pass somehow.
Okay, so we answered a lot of questions. I hope like we answered all of them and well. And I guess we will see you in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we will be able. Wait, 2 weeks. We will be able to reveal a lot more, I guess, right?
I don't know. Meanwhile, just enjoy the weekend. It's this calm weekend where you can get a bit of everything. There's a special day that you can cooperate and help to people, and it helps to be able to play as we do. And overall, just have fun, enjoy the weekend.
Yeah. Goodbye. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye. And I'm going to